Case Digest. People of the Philippines Appeal versus Reynaldo Abayon Y. Aponte Appellant. GR number 204891, September 14, 2016. People of the Philippines Appeal versus Reynaldo Abayon Y. Aponte Appellant. Facts. Dated July 29, 2002, Abahin was formally charged as follows: that on or about 26th day of July 2002 in the city of Las Piñas, Philippines, and within the jurisdiction of the Honorable Court, the above name accused with the intent cause damage to property, then and the willful, unlawful, and feloniously and deliberate burn or set fire to the house and or dwelling of Roberto Ignacio Y. Antonio and Teodoro de los Angeles White, causing it to be burned and turned into ashes, and as a result of said fire, victims Lourdes Choquilo, Senede Velos, and Isadel. The evidence for the prosecution showed that in the evening of July 25, 2002, Abayan and his wife Arlene quarreled outside their residence. Since their rented apartment adjacent to others, their neighbors witnessed the entire incident. When Arlene shouted for help because Abayan was struggling her, Corazon Requetilo and her husband pacified them. Thereafter, Corazon took Arlene's two children and offered them the safety of her apartment as Abayan was still drunk. Issue: Accused appellant Reynaldo Abayon Aponte, assailing the July 20, 2012 decision of the Court of Appeals CA doctored as CAGR CRHC number 03195. Held at around 11 p.m. of the same day, Abayan's neighbor heard a hissing sound and smelled linking gas. When they come out of their house to check, they saw Abayan holding an LPG gas tank outside his apartment. Robert Ignacio Antonio, one of his neighbors and his best friend, approached Abayan to ask what he was doing. He heard Abayan say, "PTI, wala pala akong silbi. Inutil pala ako." He also noticed that Abayan was holding an unlit cigarette inserted between his left index and middle finger, that a match was on left palm, and that his right hand was turning on and off the gas tank. When he figured out what Abayan was trying to do, Robert scolded him and said, "PTI mo, boy. Magsusunog ka, idadami mo pa kami." After that, he turned off the regulator of the gas tank and brought it to Corazon's house for safekeeping. Ruling: We affirm the conviction of Abayon and order him to pay civil damage on top of the death indemnity.